What's poppin', people? It's Dante. Currently going for my morning walk here in Philadelphia. Standing at the intersection between order and chaos. Check it out. It's a really nice morning. And today I'm gonna do some ASMR. And I'm filming with the GoPro Mini at 720p, 30 FPS. Just listening to the sounds of the birds. Look at the way the trees and the leaves wiggle. You see, when you look at the way the trees and the leaves wiggle, like even if you just stand somewhere and you're just observing life as it passes by, I mean, to me, it's like the most beautiful thing. It's like, well, who the hell has time to watch a TV show? You know, look at the way the leaves wiggle. You know, like this is the real TV show. You know, there's even just simple things like beauty in the decay, right? Like look at the green color of this part of the tree, and then the brown where these leaves are dying. You know, that branch looks like it was cut. I don't know. Anyways, thinking today about rules, bending the rules, breaking the rules, and why this is important going forward in the realm of art and street photography. And I think specifically with street photography, we get caught up with what street photography is, what we deem it to be, what it should be, what it could be, blah, blah, blah. I think actually when you photograph and you're out there in the world, anything and everything can become a street photograph. And the genre becomes limiting when you set rules and parameters and guidelines. And so breaking free from the tradition of street photography and creating your own way to play the game is a necessary step to evolve as an artist. And when I consider my past experiences for a decade of photographing, I've stayed true to the dogma. I've practiced street photography for a very long time within this very rigid, documentary, pure sort of just like what's, you know, photojournalist sort of like ethos. Like, I don't know, I mean, you could say I followed the rules. You know, I would always photograph people candidly, you know, travel to places, you know, get to know communities, photograph, you know, sort of be a bystander in foreign places, go to the bustling markets, blah blah, you know, like doing the whole like street photography thing, right? One camera, one lens, you know, just use the 35, you know, do the composition thing, you know, work with layers, find the moment, get the good light, you know, trying to make a good photograph. You know, I would spend all day, you know, trying to perfect my craft, you know, trying to at least make beautiful photographs that are resonant within this tradition, within this, you know, sort of approach of practicing photography, practicing street/documentary photography. And why I say this is because these genres, these things, like they all kind of blend together. It's all kind of meaningless at the end of the day. And when I contemplate going forward, like when I think about how I want to go forward, you know, I really don't care, right? I think the point is when you let go and you let your freak flag fly, is that a thing? And you kind of just snapshot your way through life, sort of embracing this childlike mindset of play, you know, the spirit of play and tinkering each and every day. Yeah, this is where I think our best photos will be made. You know, I actually believe that now I'm making my best work, and it's after all of these years of dedicated practice of perfecting the craft. And while someone else may think, oh, the photos that I've made, you know, early on in Baltimore or, you know, in Israel or wherever I've been are my strongest photographs, I think that my next photograph is going to be a better photograph than what I've made previously. And this mindset, it comes through removing all expectations, removing the idea of the photograph, removing the idea of the outcome itself from your head. And what this is, it's liberating. Right? So think of a child, right? A child has endless potential for growth. A child has endless potential to evolve, to learn, to grow, and to change, and to continuously remain in that state of becoming, that sort of childlike state. You know, that to me is the goal of the artist, for me to go out there and to remain curious each day and to increase my curiosity by 1% each day, right? So by limiting myself and photographing the same way over and over again for the rest of my life would be an extremely boring, banal, mundane thing for me to do. It's not something I would wish upon any photographer out there, right? I think this period of evolution for me is so critical, and I'm thriving more than ever before, and I can't help but to just put that out there. Like, if you're feeling stuck, stagnant, if you're feeling like you've already seen it, done it, you know, and you're getting bored, maybe switch up the process, right? I think that the technique, the process itself, you know, the rules, the guidelines, the way in which you perceive what a photograph could be like, this is going to limit you, and I'm looking to go limitless. And so through going limitless, yeah, maybe you just got to be like a kid and just make a mess. And so yeah, maybe I'll just make a mess from here on out, and I'll clean it up later, don't worry. There's bound to be some diamonds in the rough. It's just a matter of time. And what do children have? Nothing but time, right? We have nothing but endless time, actually. It's an infinite journey. There's so much to see, so much to do, and there's so much opportunity for change and growth. So yeah, I say just flip all the rules on its head. You know, don't really limit yourself to any sort of rule or guideline or anything. Just a simple message today, right? Just break the rules, whatever that means to you, right? Whatever rules you set for yourself in the past, flip it on its head. That's what I'm doing.